In section 126, Tennyson continues thinking about who God is. Who is it that he worships and who is it that he trusts? Remember just a few sections ago, this is section 124, he says, is God he, they, one, all, within, without? He's kind of casting doubt on everything he's been taught or rejecting certainty about what he's been taught. And in section 126, he kind of lays down some things he is certain about, some things he does believe about God. So 124 was throwing out things he's not sure about. 126, he's cementing in or stating positively the things he does believe. Love is and was my Lord and King. And then later on, love is and was my King and Lord. So he's not sure about a lot of things he's been taught, but he is certain that God is love and that God loves him. The tone of 126 is very much at peace. He has accepted the shocks and blows that life sent him, and it ends with this beautiful phrase, all is well. And then I also love in the second stanza he says the guards or the angels or the ministers of this God of love, he, Tennyson, sleeps encompassed by his faithful guard. So he sees the world around him as being in harmony with God's love and God's goodness. All is well, and he's encompassed by a faithful guard. What a difference it makes when you feel safe in your environment, rather than constantly on edge for something bad that feels like it's just around the corner. Here he says, I feel I'm encompassed by the faithful guard of this God of love. Think back to where Tennyson was at the start of this poem. I just picked a phrase here. This is from section 38. With weary steps I loiter on, though always under altered skies. The purple from the distance dies, my prospect and horizon gone. There's no hope. Everything that I counted on was disappearing like the setting sun off in the distance. There was nothing. And look how far he's come with 126. It's wonderful. I guess I'll end my part by asking, how would the world feel different to you if you felt that you were encompassed by a faithful guard of a loving God? How would you make decisions differently if you believed that all is well and that you're safe? For me personally, I feel like I can take risks, not in dangerous, careless ways, but in deliberate, determined ways. Some risks need to be taken. If you're not willing to take risk, you must take risks. And when you're doing it from a safe place, I don't know. I at least am more willing to make the tough choices that need to be made when I believe that the world around me is in harmony with a loving God. I think there is a place for this feeling like I'm 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 at war with an enemy. I'm at war with an adversary who wants to destroy me and wants me to be miserable. I think there's a place and a time for those kinds of thoughts and feelings, and those can be very motivational at times, but you can't live your whole life like ready for battle. It is, Paul says that we put on the full armor of God. That is true and good, and we do need to put on that full armor. But there are also times when it's good to realize that all is well, that God is in control. He's got the whole world in his hand. It's that song. We're safe. And sometimes we need both of those. But in 126, Tennyson feels safe. So let's read it. Love is and was my Lord and King, and in his presence I attend to hear the tidings of my friend, which every hour his couriers bring. Love is and was my King and Lord, and will be, though as yet I keep within his court on earth and sleep, encompassed by his faithful guard. And hear at times a sentinel who moves about from place to place, and whispers to the worlds of space in the deep night that all is well.